What we do in Pretext is present a program of capacity building for teachers and artists who then teach children and teenagers. They teach not only high levels of literacy, but also skills in innovation and also citizenship. The way Pretext works is to develop high-order literacy and citizenship through arts. They can be traditional arts, they can be very sophisticated arts, but every time you use a text and turn it into the material for a different art form, one is interpreting at very high level. So we desacralize elite material by making it just a toy, a game, stuff to play with.
Now we're going to begin with an activity to warm up, to learn each other's names, and to start having some fun before the workshop really begins. Usually we do maybe one of the activities from Boal's games for actors and non-actors. So one of my favorites is where you count to 3 with a partner, but each time you count, you change one of the numbers. So you change the number 1 into a sound or an action, and then you say 2 and 3. And then the following time you might change the number 2 out. And then so by the end, you have a whole different series of actions and words. Or you might throw newspapers to each other, newspaper balls to each other, and just say each other's names. And that's just a really great way to start playing and laughing.
Right after the warm-ups, we start with an activity to make books out of recycled materials, mostly recycled cardboard, glitter, buttons, whatever we have that is clean junk. The tradition of making books with cardboard came to us from Argentina, from Buenos Aires, right after the economic crisis of 2001. So a poet and a painter opened up an abandoned storefront in Boca, and they bought used cardboard from garbage pickers, and they started to incorporate the garbage pickers in the workshops to make new books. What we do is we start making books while people are listening to a reading out loud.
José Arcadio Buendía went about everywhere like a madman, looking for Melquiades so that he could reveal to him the infinite secrets of that fabulous nightmare.
Now we're going to move on to an activity called Portraits Back to Back. And the way this works is you need a partner, and the two of you will sit somewhere back to back with a pen or pencil and maybe some colors and something to draw on. You will read the text closely, looking for a character that strikes you or seems interesting with a description, and describe that character to your partner, but you'll be back to back, so you won't see what they're drawing. All they have are your words to interpret on their own drawing in the paper. And then you'll switch, and they'll pick a different character and describe them to you. And then we'll all share them out at the end in a gallery, so we can admire each other's work at the end.
What did we do? Literature on the clothesline, or literatura de cordel. It's a tradition from Brazil. Actually, it was brought from Portugal and Spain in the 19th century, where the artists do their work and place them in strings. So people that were passing in fairs or on the streets could have access to the poems and stories and short novels artists were offering. So it remained a tradition in the northeast of Brazil. So there are several novels that keep coming as new novels, and people keep buying those small little books, and it's a way that it keeps spreading literacy and literature in Brazil.
One of my favorite activities is called image theater, or literary figures. It's sort of a variation of Augusto Boal's image theater that he had done with his workshops. What we do is we, in partners of 2 or 3, work together to figure out which literary figure from the text we want to use, and then perform it for the entire group. What we do.
So what we do.
What did we do?